Hi there, Simmers. I am back with a pretty big one because today we're going to be talking all about Sims 4 updates and what I personally do to make sure my game updates when I am actually ready for it to be updated, especially if you like to mod your game. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that you have a backup of your game. So let's go ahead and pull up my EA folder, in documents, EA, The Sims 4. So what you can do is you can make a copy of the actual EA folder itself, or you can make a copy of the Sims 4 folder, or you can just make a copy of the 3 most important things that is in the Sims 4 folder, which are your mods, your saves, and your tray folder. Please, if you don't make a copy of anything else, please make sure you make a copy of these, because as you know, with Sims 4 updates, you may need a save to go back to because of how buggy the Sims 4 is anytime they update the game. Same thing for mods, just because you want to make sure you go and update all your mods. And then you want your tray files because that's where all your houses and all your Sims are saved to. So go ahead and make sure you make copies of those. As you can see, I got a few copies in a few different places here. Last time I saved was updated on outside was April 20th. But as you can see, I actually updated it as recently as February. I did update all of these. Like I said, I just tend to keep a copy of this just to keep down on some of the clutter. But I do suggest you go ahead and you actually put them on a different drive. So I do have a backup on my D drive as well. And it's this one, and I have put a date by it. You can put old, backup, whatever you need to put by it so you can know what it is. I like to put a date by it so that way I can know the last time I actually updated all the files in here. So these 3 files are really important to me. So that's why I make sure that those 3 are updated before I change the date on the outside. But you can do whatever you want, however you do it to make it easier for you to know what your saves are and backups are. But anyway, once you've gone ahead and you've made your backup of your game, you want to go over to the EA app. So this you should do way before an update is available, but I'm going to go ahead to the EA app. As you can see, I am already offline. We're going to go ahead and go online right quick, and I'll tell you what you want to do as far as the game. First thing you want to do is go ahead and go up to settings. And once you go to settings, you want to go to download, and you want to scroll down to update. You want to make sure that this is off. So you want to make sure it is not blue like this. You want to make sure it's off like this. So that way the game will not automatically update. And if you decide to go online, then you won't have an issue with the game updating by itself. The only other thing is when you go to the game, even though you've already have made it so that the game will not update automatically, it does not allow you to play. So what you have to do is go back up here and then go to go offline. You say, yes, I'm sure I want to go offline. And then you hit play, and then it'll allow you to play The Sims 4 without having to be online. You may have to turn it back online when you go into the game though, in order for you to access the gallery, but that's fine. You can do that. It's easy to do. And you just want to do this until most of your favorite modders have gone ahead and updated their mods. As you know, The Sims 4 tends to be very broken with any patches or game updates when they add content, and you want to make sure that your save files and your game is okay when you update your game. So I quickly want to go over how to do the same thing in Origin right quick. So you want to go up here to Origin, and then you want to go to application settings. You go down to client update, and you hit automatic game updates. You want to make sure that it's off like this, because I believe in both EA and Origin, it is automatically by default on. So make sure you, for each game, for each version of the launcher for Sims 4, make sure the automatic game updates are off. And as far as being able to play the game, when you go to my game library and you click on it, you should be able to play it just fine without having to go through any extra steps. You don't have to go offline or anything like that. You can actually just go ahead and play your game. They will try to force you to automatically update your game, but just make sure you hit play without updating, and you'll be able to play your game again. All right, let's see what's next. All right, so great. You have gone ahead and you have prevented updates until you are ready to actually update your game yourself. And as you are getting ready to update your game, you should go back to your EA folder and make sure you remove the mods folder. As you know, mods do cause conflicts because they have not been updated. And if you have not updated your mods yet before your game, then you know that this will cause issues once you update your game. So make sure you remove the mods folder. The type of mod that usually cause the most conflicts are UI mods. So things like UI cheats, tool, anything like that that's UI, those tend to cause the most problems. anything that is a .ts4 script file, in case you have issues trying to figure out any culprits of mods that might still be causing issues, even though you may think you have updated them all. Just type in .ts4 script and just remove every single one of those from your folder if you are still having issues after the update, because more than likely it is a .ts4 script file that is causing the issues. And then make sure that you have updated all those before you play your game again. But yes, make sure you go ahead and do that. The easiest way for me, how I typically update, is I'll just go ahead and go to the creators page. In this case, UIG is a really popular one. And I'll look and see the last time they updated. So you can see that the last time they updated with the Crystal Creations patch. Most modders will go ahead and tell you the last time they have updated their mods. I tend to go down to the bottom and actually look and see if anybody has had issues. I do like to read comments and make sure that, you know, nobody has had issues with the updated version, or if to see if they conflicted with something else, because that sometimes happens too, where something crazy happens between mods and, you know, they have to fix something. So that happens sometimes too. So just be aware of that. If you do it like that, I particularly like to go to the creators page. But if you use a mod manager, that is perfectly fine. You can use that as well in order to kind of have a quicker update. Mod managers sometimes don't put the stuff where I want it to be, so I tend to just go ahead and do it myself. So yeah, but anyway, let's go back to the mods folder. The next thing you want to do is make sure you go ahead and you delete all your cache. You don't have to delete this one, it's up to you. I suggest you do delete this one every now and then, because it does have a lot of images in it from the Sims 4 homepage when you open up the game. Just because all that crap that EA be trying to push at you. So a lot of that gallery stuff from the homepage is in this file, in this folder. So go ahead and delete that every now and then. I have played mine out, so I can't show it to you, but yeah. And then the most important thing that you want to delete is the local thumb cache. So what the local thumb cache does is it kind of saves information from like the game and mods that you have. And what happens is when you keep the local thumb cache for a very long time, especially after you have updated the game or updated your mods, the old information conflicts with the new information, and then it causes a lot of stuttering and errors in your game. So please make sure that you delete the local thumb cache every now and then, just to prevent like little errors from happening in your game, different little stuttering and lagging issues. I promise you, deleting this every now and then will help so much. And you should always be deleting this anytime you update your mods and anytime you update your game. As far as the things that you should do before Sims 4 update, I think we've covered most of it. Or at least this is the things that I do anytime I update for the Sims 4. Before we go, some other quick tips I have is, anytime that there is an update in the Sims 4, just go ahead and take a quick look at what people are saying. Go to Reddit, go to Twitter, wherever you go to get your information about what people are saying in the Sims 4 community. I do suggest you do join at least one type of social media site just to keep up with what's going on in the Sims 4 community. So that way you can know how broken an update is, and you can actually base whether or not you want to update your game on what people are saying about it. Follow your favorite creators. Just kind of look and see what people are saying about the game. They'll usually tell you how broken an update is. Hen4Hen is very vocal about what's going on, so that's definitely pretty you might want to try out. But yeah, just take a look at what the heck people are saying about updates before you update your game. Some other cache things I forgot to say that you might want to delete is the avatar cache. You can delete that, it's not gonna harm anything. Also, make sure you delete any like exceptions you have. So if you have any exceptions in your game, go ahead and delete that, because if you have exceptions, it should be creating new exceptions once you've updated your game and updated all your mods. So yeah, make sure you go ahead and delete that. Also, it is recommended that you go ahead and delete the game version text as well. They will create a new one anyway, so you might as well just go ahead and delete the game version text as well. That's it as far as I know as things that you should go ahead and delete. But these are just some quick tips. Also, if you are trying to figure out the fastest way to kind of update all your mods and see which mods need to be updated, then you can go ahead to a website like Scarlet's Realm, or you can go to something like the Sims VIP. If you type in Sims 4 broken update list, Sims VIP usually be one of the first options that'll pop up. And usually you click on it, it'll go to the latest patch. You'll see February 27th. And it just takes you to Scarlet's page anyway, so you might as well just go to Scarlet's page and actually look at the list. But you can choose whatever version of mods that you have. So if you have only these type of mods, if you have this type of mods, if you have safe for work mods, what the NSFW9 mods, then go ahead and get that. whatever you have, just go ahead and make sure you, or whatever version you have. I'm gonna go ahead and click this because right now I'm not dealing with the NSFW stuff. So you just click on it and you scroll down and it'll tell you a list of mods that have been updated most recently. You can click on it by creator. So if you know you use certain creators and you want it to be in a certain order, you can do that. However you want to go about it. There should be a search. If you want to search it, your specific mods, you can do that. And it'll link straight to that creator's page. So if you like a Deep Indigo and you get the Bust Hug Ever mod, then you go ahead and you can do that. I don't typically use lists like that because I know I like this because I know what I want to update. Only time I might use this if I'm trying to check and see if something is still broken. I don't like using lists like this because most of the time it takes a lot more time because I'm looking at all these crazy behind mods I never heard of and then I want to see something else. I don't really like using these type of lists, but if you want to do so, I'll go ahead and link it in the description so you can have this as a resource anytime you want to check for broken mods or maybe download some new mods that you never heard of. But yeah, that is pretty much it as far as quick tips before an update. I hope this has been helpful for you all. I do intend to put out a couple more things about modding for The Sims 4. Just things that kind of help make the experience a little bit better. So I hope you all tune in for that. For now, you can check out my videos about how to get rid of duplicate CC and a couple on a mod conflict. Anyway, thank you all for taking the time to watch this video. Please give it a like if you found it helpful, and I hope you all are doing well and take care of yourselves until next time. Bye.